Hello everyone, Dr. Christina Serrati here. Today I want you to imagine something fascinating for a moment. What if I told you that a tiny spice sitting quietly in your kitchen cabinet could begin changing how your body feels in as little as 5 days? It sounds almost unbelievable, right? But modern nutritional research and traditional medicine both point to a surprisingly powerful piece. Yes, those small, dried flower buds that many people only associate with flavoring soups, teas, or holiday dishes may actually contain compounds that support digestion, immunity, circulation, and even joint comfort. For centuries, cloves have been used in cultures across the world. In Southeast Asia, they have long been part of herbal health traditions. In China and the Middle East, they were valued so highly that traders transported them thousands of miles across ancient spice routes. In fact, cloves were once called black gold because of how precious they were. But why? Because long before laboratories existed, people already noticed something remarkable. When cloves were used regularly, the body seemed to respond. Toothaches felt calmer. Digestion improved. Energy levels felt steadier. Now, fast forward to modern science. Researchers have discovered that cloves contain an incredibly powerful compound called eugenol. Eugenol is a natural plant compound known for several biological effects: antioxidant protection, helping neutralize free radicals that damage cells' anti-inflammatory activity, which may support joint and muscle comfort; antimicrobial properties, meaning it can help combat harmful bacteria and fungi because of this. Clove oil is still used in dentistry today to temporarily relieve tooth pain and gum irritation. But here's the part that surprises most people. You don't need a complicated herbal formula to potentially experience benefits. Some traditional wellness routines simply suggest consuming a very small amount, sometimes just 2 cloves per day. That's it, 2 tiny buds. Of course, I want to be very clear. Cloves are not a miracle cure, and they should never replace proper medical care. But when used properly and in moderation, they can act as a natural support tool for the body, especially as we age. And this is particularly interesting for adults over 50 or 60. As we get older, our bodies begin to face common challenges: slower metabolism, more inflammation, digestive sensitivity, reduced circulation, weaker immune defenses. Natural plant compounds like those found in cloves may help the body maintain balance in these systems. So today, I want to walk you through something fascinating. We're going to explore what happens inside the body when you consume cloves, why 2 cloves a day has become such a popular routine, the possible changes people report within 5 days, the long-term benefits scientists are studying, and most importantly, how to consume cloves safely, because as powerful as nature can be, the right dose and method always matter. And what you're about to learn might completely change how you look at one of the smallest spices in your kitchen. But first, we need to understand what exactly is inside a clove that makes it so powerful. Let's break that down next. In the previous segment, we talked about how something as small as a clove might support the body in surprising ways. Now, let's go deeper and understand why this spice has gained so much attention in both traditional wellness and modern research, because the real secret of cloves lies in what's happening at the microscopic level. Inside each clove are a collection of natural compounds that work together to support the body. Among them, one compound stands out above the rest. It's called eugenol. Is a naturally occurring plant compound that gives cloves their distinctive warm aroma and slightly spicy taste. But beyond its flavor, it has several biological properties that scientists have studied for years. One of the most important is its powerful antioxidant activity. Every day, our bodies are exposed to substances called free radicals. These unstable molecules form from pollution, stress, processed foods, and even normal metabolism. Over time, free radicals can damage cells and accelerate aging in the body. Antioxidants help neutralize these molecules before they cause harm. And interestingly, cloves rank among the highest antioxidant foods in the world. This means that even a small amount can provide the body with compounds that help defend cells against oxidative stress. But antioxidants are only part of the story. Eugenol also has anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is actually a natural process the body uses to heal injuries. However, when inflammation becomes chronic, it can contribute to many common health problems, such as joint stiffness, muscle pain, and fatigue. Certain plant compounds, including those found in cloves, may help the body regulate this inflammatory response. That's one reason cloves have traditionally been used to ease tooth pain, gum irritation, and digestive discomfort. There's also another fascinating property worth mentioning. Cloves contain compounds that act as natural antimicrobials. In simple terms, they help inhibit the growth of certain harmful bacteria and fungi. For example, studies have shown that clove extracts may help reduce bacteria in the mouth that contribute to bad breath and gum problems. That's why many natural mouthwashes include clove oil as an ingredient. But cloves don't just contain eugenol, they also provide small but valuable amounts of important nutrients, including vitamin K, which plays a role in normal blood clotting and bone health, manganese, a mineral essential for metabolism and maintaining strong bones, calcium, important for maintaining bone density as we age, dietary fiber, which supports healthy digestion. When these nutrients combine with the plant compounds in cloves, they create a small but meaningful package of support for the body. Think of it like a concentrated botanical toolkit. A tiny spice, yet packed with biological activity. This is why many people are surprised when they learn that cloves have been used in traditional wellness systems for centuries. Ancient healers didn't know the word eugenol, of course, but they observed the effects: relief from discomfort, improved digestion, and a sense of warmth and circulation. Modern science is simply beginning to confirm what many cultures already suspected, and this leads to a very interesting question. If cloves contain such powerful compounds, what actually happens when someone consumes them regularly? Say 2 cloves per day? Can the body really start to respond within just a few days? In the next segment, I'll walk you through something fascinating: the changes many people report during the first 5 days of adding cloves to their daily routine. And some of those changes may surprise you. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Christina Serrati. Now that we understand the powerful compounds inside cloves, let's talk about the question many people are curious about. What might actually happen if someone starts consuming 2 cloves a day? While everyone's body responds differently, many people who include cloves in their routine report noticing subtle but interesting changes within the first few days. Let's walk through a simple timeline so you can picture how the body may respond. Day 1 to 2, a gentle boost for digestion and breath during the first couple of days. The most common change people notice involves digestion. Cloves stimulate digestive enzymes. These enzymes help the stomach break down food more efficiently. Because of this, some people say they feel less bloating after meals, a lighter stomach. Improved comfort after eating. Another early benefit can be related to oral health. The antimicrobial compounds in cloves may help reduce bacteria in the mouth, which can lead to fresher breath, reduced gum irritation, a cleaner feeling in the mouth. It's a small change but often noticeable. Day 3. The body begins adjusting around the 3rd day. Many people begin to feel slightly more balanced energy levels. This doesn't mean cloves suddenly give you a caffeine-like boost. Instead, the body may start benefiting from improved digestion and antioxidant support. When digestion improves, the body can absorb nutrients more efficiently. As a result, some individuals report feeling a bit less sluggish, reduced afternoon fatigue, slightly better focus. Another interesting effect some people describe as improved sleep quality. This may be related to reduced inflammation and better digestive comfort at night. Of course, everyone's sleep patterns are different, but it's something that many people mention when they introduce small herbal routines. Day 4. Circulation and metabolism support. By the 4th day, subtle internal adjustments may continue. Cloves contain compounds that support healthy circulation. When circulation improves, people sometimes report sensations like warmer hands and feet, less heaviness in the body, smoother energy throughout the day. Cloves may also help support stable metabolism, which plays a role in blood sugar balance. This doesn't replace medical treatment, but maintaining balanced metabolism is important for avoiding energy crashes and sudden fatigue. Day 5. The body finds a rhythm around the 5th day. Many people feel that their body has adjusted to the routine. Digestion may feel steadier, energy may feel more consistent, sleep and circulation may improve slightly. For some individuals, even joint comfort improves due to the anti-inflammatory compounds in cloves. Now, it's important to remember something. Cloves are not magic. They are simply a natural support tool. Their benefits are most noticeable when they are part of a healthy lifestyle that includes balanced meals, movement, hydration, and rest. But even a small habit like 2 cloves a day can contribute to overall wellness over time. And that brings us to something even more interesting. What happens if someone continues this habit for months or even years? Because the potential long-term benefits of cloves may be even more impressive than the short-term ones. In the next segment, I'll explain how cloves may support heart health, bone strength, immunity, and long-term vitality as we age. And that's where things become truly fascinating. Hello again. I'm Dr. Christina Serrati. So far, we've explored what cloves contain and the small changes some people may notice within the first few days of adding them to their routine. But now, let's look at something even more important. What happens when a simple habit continues for months or even years? Because when it comes to natural wellness, the real magic usually comes from consistency, not quick results. Let's start with one of the most important areas of health as we age: heart health. Cloves contain antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that may support healthy blood vessels. Over time, inflammation inside blood vessels can contribute to plaque buildup and circulation problems. Natural antioxidants help protect the delicate lining of blood vessels from oxidative stress. By reducing this damage, the body may maintain better circulation and healthier arteries. For adults over 50 or 60, maintaining healthy circulation is incredibly important because it influences heart health, energy levels, brain function, physical endurance. Another long-term benefit being studied is cholesterol balance. Some research suggests that compounds in cloves may help support normal lipid metabolism. This means the body may process fats more efficiently, potentially helping maintain balanced cholesterol levels. Of course, cloves alone cannot replace proper medical care, but they may serve as a supportive addition to a heart-conscious lifestyle. Now let's talk about something that many people worry about as they get older: bone strength. Cloves naturally contain manganese, a mineral that plays an essential role in maintaining bone density. Manganese supports the enzymes responsible for building bone tissue and maintaining skeletal structure. This is especially important because bone density tends to decline with age, increasing the risk of fractures or osteoporosis. Even though cloves provide only a small amount, regular intake can contribute to a nutrient-rich diet that supports stronger bones over time. Next comes something that everyone cares about: the immune system. Cloves are rich in antioxidants, and these compounds help strengthen the body's defense mechanisms. A strong immune system means the body may be better prepared to handle seasonal illnesses, infections, inflammation-related conditions. People who regularly include antioxidant-rich foods often report that they experience fewer minor illnesses and recover more quickly when they do get sick. Now let's talk about digestion, which is one of the most noticeable areas where cloves can help long-term. Healthy digestion is the foundation of good health. When the digestive system works properly, the body absorbs nutrients more efficiently and eliminates waste more easily. Cloves may support digestion by stimulating digestive enzymes, reducing gas and bloating, supporting healthy gut bacteria. When digestion improves, many people notice improvements in overall energy, comfort, and daily well-being. Finally, there is one more subtle but important benefit. Cloves may help support balanced inflammation levels in the body. Low-grade chronic inflammation is now believed to play a role in many age-related conditions. The natural compounds in cloves, particularly eugenol, may help regulate inflammatory responses. Over the long term, this can contribute to better joint comfort, mobility, and overall physical resilience. So while cloves are small, their potential influence on multiple systems in the body makes them surprisingly powerful. But here's the key point: the benefits only come when cloves are used properly and in moderation, because consuming them incorrectly or in excessive amounts can actually cause problems. So, in the next part, I'll explain something extremely important: how to consume cloves safely and correctly to get the benefits without unwanted side effects. And many people are surprised to learn that the right method makes all the difference. Now that we've explored the possible benefits of cloves, we need to talk about something extremely important: how to consume them the right way. Because when it comes to natural remedies, the method and dosage matter just as much as the ingredient itself. Many people assume that because something is natural, they can take as much as they want. But that's not how herbal compounds work. Even beneficial plants contain active chemicals, and those should always be used in moderation. Fortunately, with cloves, the safe approach is also the simplest. The ideal daily amount for general wellness support: many herbal traditions recommend about 2 cloves per day. This small amount is usually enough to provide beneficial plant compounds without overwhelming the body. Consistency matters more than quantity. A small daily habit is far more effective than consuming a large amount occasionally. Method 1. Chewing cloves. One of the simplest methods is chewing the cloves slowly after a meal. Here's how to do it. Take 2 whole cloves, place them in your mouth, and chew gently until they soften. As you chew, the natural oils inside the clove are released. These oils mix with saliva and begin working in the mouth before being swallowed and absorbed through the digestive system. Many people enjoy this method because it also supports oral health and fresh breath. You'll notice a warm, slightly spicy flavor. That's the natural eugenol compound being released. Method 2. Clove tea. If chewing cloves feels too strong for you, another excellent option is clove tea. Here's a simple way to prepare it. Boil 1 cup of water, add 2 whole cloves, let them steep for about 5 to 10 minutes, drink the warm infusion slowly. Some people like to add a slice of fresh ginger or a small spoon of honey to enhance the flavor and add additional soothing benefits. Clove tea is especially comforting in the morning or before bedtime because of its warming effect. Method 3. Cooking with cloves. Cloves can also be added to soups, stews, and other dishes. However, when used in cooking, the amount of active compounds that reach the body may be lower. Heat and dilution in large meals can reduce concentration, So if the goal is daily wellness support, chewing or brewing them as tea usually provides more noticeable results. Important timing tip: cloves should ideally be consumed after meals, not on an empty stomach, because cloves contain strong aromatic oils. Consuming them on an empty stomach can sometimes irritate the digestive linings, especially for people with sensitive stomachs. Eating them after food helps the stomach tolerate them better. Why moderation matters: remember, more is not better. Taking too many cloves can cause stomach discomfort or other issues, which we'll discuss shortly. The real key to herbal wellness is gentle, steady use over time. Think of it like watering a plant. A small amount of water every day helps it grow strong, but flooding it all at once can damage the roots. The same principle applies to natural remedies. Now that we understand the proper way to use cloves, there's one more thing we must discuss: possible side effects and who should be cautious, because even natural substances need to be used responsibly. In the next part, I'll explain when cloves may cause problems and who should speak with a doctor before using them regularly. Before anyone begins adding a new habit to their daily routine, even something natural like cloves, it's important to understand both the benefits and the possible risks. Responsible health information always includes both sides. Cloves can be a helpful, natural support when used in small, consistent amounts, but consuming them incorrectly or excessively may lead to unwanted effects. Let's go through the most important things you should know. 1. Stomach irritation: cloves contain very strong natural oils, especially the compound eugenol, which gives cloves their distinctive aroma and warming sensation. While this compound offers many benefits, it can also be irritating to the stomach lining if consumed in large quantities. People who eat too many cloves, especially on an empty stomach, may experience symptoms such as stomach burning, nausea, digestive discomfort, acid reflux. This is why I always recommend consuming cloves after meals and limiting intake to about 2 cloves per day for general wellness support. 2. Blood thinning effects: another important characteristic of eugenol is that it may have mild blood thinning properties. In moderate amounts, this usually isn't a problem for healthy individuals. However, consuming excessive amounts could potentially interfere with normal blood clotting. For this reason, people who fall into the following groups should be cautious: individuals taking blood-thinning medications, people with bleeding disorders, anyone preparing for surgery or dental procedures. If you are in one of these categories, it's always wise to consult your doctor before adding cloves regularly to your diet. 3. Allergic reactions: although rare, some individuals may experience allergic reactions to cloves. Symptoms could include itching or irritation in the mouth, skin rash, swelling, mild breathing, discomfort. If someone notices unusual reactions after consuming cloves, it's best to stop using them and consult a healthcare professional. Fortunately, these reactions are uncommon, but awareness is always important. 4. Concentrated clove extracts. Another key point many people overlook is the difference between whole cloves and concentrated clove extracts. Whole cloves used in small amounts are generally safe for most people. However, concentrated clove oil or extracts contain much higher levels of active compounds and should only be used carefully and usually under professional guidance. Taking large doses of concentrated extracts could potentially put stress on the liver or digestive system. That's why for everyday wellness routines, I recommend sticking with simple whole cloves rather than concentrated supplements. The most important rule: here's the most important principle to remember: natural does not automatically mean unlimited. Nature provides powerful tools for health, but those tools work best when used wisely and in moderation. 2 cloves a day, used consistently and responsibly, can provide beneficial plant compounds without overwhelming the body. And that's exactly the approach we want: gentle support, not excess. Now that we've covered the benefits, the correct usage, and the safety considerations, there's one final question left. What is the big takeaway from everything we've discussed today? In the final segment, I'll summarize the key message and explain how a small daily habit might contribute to long-term wellness as we age. We've covered a lot in today's discussion, so let's take a moment to bring everything together. It's fascinating to realize that something as small and ordinary as a clove, something many of us have sitting quietly in our kitchen, can hold such remarkable natural properties. Throughout this conversation, we explored how cloves contain powerful plant compounds, especially eugenol, along with valuable nutrients like manganese, vitamin K, calcium, and beneficial antioxidants. Together, these components may support several important systems in the body, including digestion, immune function, circulation, joint comfort, metabolic balance. We also talked about the short-term changes some people report after introducing cloves into their routine. Within the first few days, individuals often describe feeling lighter digestion, fresher breath, and steadier energy. But the real potential lies in long-term consistency. When a small, healthy habit becomes part of everyday life, the body gradually benefits from steady support. Over months or years, natural compounds found in foods and herbs can contribute to a stronger foundation for overall wellness. Cloves may help support healthier circulation and heart function. Stronger bones through essential minerals, improved digestive efficiency, better resistance to everyday illnesses. Balanced inflammation levels in the body. However, there is one principle I want to emphasize again because it is extremely important. Cloves are not a miracle cure. They are not meant to replace medications, medical advice, or professional treatment. Instead, they can be considered a supportive addition to a healthy lifestyle. Real health always comes from a combination of habits working together. That means continuing to focus on balanced nutrition, regular physical movement, quality sleep, stress management, routine medical checkups. When these habits are combined with natural foods rich in beneficial compounds like cloves, the body is given a stronger chance to stay balanced and resilient. And sometimes, the most powerful health changes begin with very small steps. Something as simple as adding 2 cloves to your daily routine, whether chewed after a meal or brewed as a warm tea, may become a gentle daily reminder to care for your body. Small choices made consistently today can shape how we feel 5, 10, or even 20 years from now. Imagine being able to enjoy your later years with more energy, better mobility, and the ability to spend meaningful time with the people you love. Those outcomes often begin with the everyday habits we choose now. So if you decide to try incorporating cloves into your routine, remember the key guidelines. Keep the amount moderate, around 2 cloves daily. Consume them after meals. Avoid excessive intake. Consult your doctor if you have medical conditions or take blood-thinning medications. Used wisely, cloves can be a simple, affordable, and natural ally in supporting your long-term wellness. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If you found this information helpful, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from learning about small natural habits that support healthy aging. This is Dr. Christina Serrati, wishing you continued health, balance, and well-being. And I'll see you in our next discussion.